Sam, this is your second year playing. I think last year you played for Vipers and this year you're playing for Capitals. How do you view last year's tournament and what do you see the difference in and what are your targets this year?
A lot of questions there. No, yeah, really loving it. Obviously a change of team, but part of the GMR Sports family again, and love being looked after them. They're a great kind of franchise setup. So yeah, really excited to play this year again, and looking forward to the game tomorrow. You know, we've got a very strong squad, as do all the other squads, but yeah, very confident that hopefully we can get a nice win tomorrow.
And what about the standard from last year? You have experienced this ILT20 in the first season, and you're seeing it this year. And what are your impressions on the season 2?
Yeah, I think it's definitely improved. Actually, you look at the squads and the consistency of quality all the way down, and the players who aren't playing. Yeah, I think it's a really great tournament, and the standard just gets better and better.
You spoke about consistency. T20 is somewhere a game where you can't be consistent, but what do you think as a batter you need to adapt to try to be as consistent as possible?
It's finding your process as a senior player, and kind of like you said, you're never always going to be that consistent because it's a high risk game. But it's finding your process and what works for you in preparation, but also in the games as well. So it's just trusting that and sticking with that to hopefully get the performances. And for me as a batter, it's all about adapting to conditions, especially in the middle overs. You got to read conditions pretty well and yeah, work it out in your own head, really.
Yeah, the middle overs and coming in the middle order, it's not going to be an easy task at all.
No, it's hard over here. The conditions are tough in the middle overs, so yeah, it's definitely something that you've got to work out pretty quickly and still have that intent.
Talking about middle order, I see Suryakumar Yadav becoming the best player of T20 this year. So what do you think he's doing it, and what is it, something you want to adapt, or something that is like in a T20 which is doing well and that can be adapted by others?
I think he's had a phenomenal year. He's a phenomenal cricketer and 360 player. Yeah, I think everyone's so unique. Look, I have strengths as well,
yes,
and it's just finding out what works for you, really. You're never not learning as a player. I think you're always learning about things, and yeah, having someone like David Warner here in our team is a perfect person to learn off, and it's just great to see how guys go about their business but also have those conversations.
Yeah, we are coming to England. England is now embarking on a very important test series. How do you view this test series? Are you looking at it closely?
Yeah, always a fan of England cricket. Look, it's going to be fascinating to see how both teams play and the conditions that are on offer over there. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. And yeah, India is a huge task at home. We always know that they're one of the best teams at home, if not the best team at home. So, yeah, gotta be right on point.
How do you think England will approach it? Will the Basball continue?
They won't change. They won't change. They have their method. They might adapt it accordingly to conditions, but the intent will be there, and they'll be trying to put as much pressure on India as possible.
And who do you think will be the key threat in the Indian team, being at the batting or the bowling part? And who do you think will shine from England's point of view?
Yeah, I think Ben Duckett will have a brilliant series because he's a very good player of spin. So for me, he's going to be the pick of the England batters, and obviously Joe Root is a class act, great player of spin as well. So those two are going to be key for England. Jadeja is always going to be tough. So for me, he's going to be the one for England to watch out on.
Coming back to the T20 format, these days we see a resurgence in the fast bowlers, because earlier it was the wrist spinners, in between there was a left-arm spinner, left-arm orthodox, and now the fast bowlers are coming more into the play in the T20 format. What are your thoughts, and what is the reason as a batsman, if you think?
I think wrist spin still plays a huge part. I think, yeah, the most balanced attacks, the best bowling attacks always win tournaments. So you need different varieties. So left arm spin, wrist spin, left arm bowlers, right arm bowlers. I think variety is the key factor.
And what do you think about the Dubai Capitals this year? Well, will you be there? What are your targets right now? The goals for the year?
Well, the goal is always to win. That's always the goal. We're here to win a tournament, but we don't get too far ahead. We're focusing on the game tomorrow.
Lovely. All the very best, Sam. Good luck to you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.